Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and today I am here to do a tag. The tag was created by Alan over at Big Hard Books and Classics, and it is the Am I Superstitious Tag. This tag has 9 prompts where it asks about superstitions and whether you are superstitious, and can you relate that superstition to a book. Now, I will be upfront from the beginning and say that I am not at all superstitious. I do not follow any superstitions, and I do not believe in any of that. But I will read them off and try to relate them to books. Prompt number 1. Fear of Thunder. For this, I am picking the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Most people will probably associate the thunder from the 1930s movie with Boris Karloff, where Frankenstein raises the body into the stormy night and the lightning ignites life into the body. This scene does not exist in the novel. There is, however, a scene early on when Victor Frankenstein, and please call him Victor Frankenstein in the novel. He was only a doctor in the movies. In the novel, he was only a student of natural philosophy. In any case, the young Victor Frankenstein witnesses a thunderstorm that blows in and destroys an old oak tree. And looking over the remnants of the tree, he discusses electricity with his father. And from that discussion, Frankenstein gets the spark that will eventually lead him to create life later on. Prompt number 2, Walk Under Ladders. For this, I am picking a science fiction novel, Schid's Ladder by Greg Egan. And this is a bit of a stretcher for a ladder. There is no physical ladder in the book. This, again, is set 20,000 years in the future and deals very heavily with quantum physics. And Schid's Ladder is a term used in quantum physics, and I will read off the description of this just to give you an idea. In the theory of general relativity and differential geometry more generally, Schid's ladder is a first-order method for approximating parallel transport of a vector along a curve using over a finely parameterized geodesks. Okay. I am not a quantum physicist. I do not entirely understand that. You can look it up on Wikipedia and get a nice little diagram for your quantum physics fix. Prompt number 3, No Hats on the Bed. For a book about a hat, I'm actually going to pick a play by Samuel Beckett, Waiting for Gadot. And this is the story of 2 tramps, Vladimir and Estragon, waiting by a tree. And they are joined by Pozo and Lucky. Lucky is a man in a bowler hat who does not say a lot, but at one point the other characters give him the command to think. And Lucky removes his hat and starts thinking in a stream of words that only Samuel Beckett could come up with. And all the other characters then try to stop Lucky from thinking, and there is a vaudevillian struggle as they try to get the cap back on Lucky's head, because only when that hat is on his head will he stop thinking or stop talking. Prompt number 4, Never light 3 on the same match. For books with matches, I am going to pick a hard case crime imprint of The Last Match by David Dodge. And this is an older pulp novel about a swindler. And the swindler discusses a minor swindler that you could play for someone, usually over on Who Buys a Round of Beers. And the idea is that you have 21 matchsticks on a table, and the swindler will bet the mark that you're going to play a game where you each take turns picking up to 3 matches from the pile, and the person who will pick up the last match is going to buy the round of drinks. So the swindler tells the mark, you pick first. So the mark will pick up 1 to 3 matches. And then the swindler will pick up matches, but he will pick up a number that will equal to 4 based on how many matches the mark just picked up. So if the mark picked up 1 match, the swindler picks up 3 matches. If the mark picks up 2, swindler picks up 2. If mark picks up 3, swindler picks up 1. And that way the round will always equal 4. And that way you will eventually get to the end of the pile of matchsticks, but there will always be 1 matchstick left for the mark to pick up. And so the swindler gets his round of drinks. Prompt number 5, black cats crossing your path. Now, a lot like Alan, I like cats. If I saw a black cat crossing my path, I'd be going, here, kitty, 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 and trying to pet the cat on the head, because I just like cats. But I'm going for a story or a book about cats. I'm going with The Cats of Ulthar by H.P. Lovecraft. This is one of his fantasy short stories set in an alternate world. And it is a story about how this town came to create a law making it illegal to kill cats. And this is the story of cats who get their revenge on a very nasty man who was cruel to cats. And H.P. Lovecraft was himself very fond of cats, as am I. Number 6, do you own a rabbit's foot or lucky charm? No, I do not. I think rabbits are kind and gentle creatures, and owning a rabbit's foot would be barbaric. And now, I don't think of many books or stories about rabbits. I can think of a collection of novels by John Updike about a character named Rabbit Angstrom. They are Rabbit Run, Rabbit Rideau, Rabbit is Rich, and Rabbit at Rest. The last 2 novels both won Pulitzer Prizes. A lot of modern readers nowadays don't think too highly of these books. They might have aged poorly. Rabbit is sexist and misogynist. And, you know, that's the way it goes. John Updike is probably on his way out, is one of the great American authors. Number 7, no knives over the stove. For this, I am picking the great classic novel Phycho by Robert Bloch. Most people may not realize that the novel Phycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, was based on a novel, but it was. Go out and read it. Number 8, find a penny, pick it up, and all day you'll have good luck. For this, I'm trying to think of how coins can fit into a novel. And the one scene that I remember involving coins is from Crime and Punishment by Fydor Dostoevsky. And this occurs about halfway through the book, where Raskolnikov comes upon a bunch of street urchins being forced to sing and dance in the street for people to toss some spare kopecks their way. And of course, Raskolnikov gives them all the money he has to help alleviate their poverty. Prompt number 9, loose shoelaces. Books involving shoes. I can think of Dhlgren by Samuel R. Delany. The main character of that book does not have a name, but he goes by the Kid. And the Kid only wears one shoe and is barefoot on the other side. So you can imagine this guy clomping along with one shoe and wearing barefoot. A lot of heavy symbolism that the author is trying to put in there, and I will leave that up to the reader to decide what the author was up to. Now that is the end of the original 9 prompts. I am going to go ahead and throw in a 10th superstition for my tag, and that superstition would be, step on a crack, break your mother's back. And here I am looking for a book where the mother is dead or seriously injured. And I came up with As I Lay Dying by William Faulkner. And this is set in 1930s Mississippi, where a family is trudging across a county carrying their dead mother in a coffin so she can be buried. And all members of the family get a chapter for them to narrate, including the dead mother. So that is the end of my tag. I'm not going to tag anyone specifically for this. If you see this and you like it, go ahead and tag yourself. And if you like this, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much, and goodbye.